this 20 minutes powerful speaking technique. Yes guys, this 20 minutes powerful speaking technique that is going to take your fluency to the next level. Guys, these 20 minutes not only target your fluency, but the way you use the words, how you sound while you speak, how much fluent you can become. Hello everyone, my name is Shalima and welcome back to my another session of learning English and improving your English speaking skills with me. Are you ready for 20 minutes powerful speaking exercise? Yes, this is powerful exercise that is going to help you to improve your speaking fluency. So if you are ready for this 20 minutes speaking exercise, please let me know in the comment first. And I have this exercise which will not only help you increase your fluency, it would also help you improve your overall English speaking skills. Guys, this is an exercise which will allow you to, number 1, practice English. Number 2, target specific areas of fluency. Number 3, practice new vocabulary. Number 4, increase your fluency. Oh my god, it's a package. So are you all ready for this? I think you are ready. Now, so before beginning, please subscribe to the channel first. The channel so that you can get all the lessons that I post for you on this channel, and please like the video and share it with your friends too. So now coming back to today's lesson, that is 20 minutes powerful speaking exercise that I have for you today. And these 20 minutes are going to transform your fluency. And that's a promise. And today's technique, that is 20 minutes technique, is actually very helpful. Why? Because I am combining two techniques in this particular 20 minutes exercise. Two techniques. Now these two techniques are really helpful. One is picture description and the another one is going to be revealed while I'll tell you the whole technique, how you are supposed to do it. So I'm going to divide it up to the 20 minutes into two parts, into two different parts, stages. And guys, this is easy to follow and highly beneficial. So let's begin with the technique. Okay, so when we begin with this particular technique, we are going to combine two different techniques. One is very basic, very simple technique of picture description. Now you will say picture description is quite easy. It is easy and that is why I have selected it, but it is powerful. How is it so powerful? How is it so powerful? And now I remember when I was doing English honors, I was just in the first year of my studies, of my graduation, and we have to organize a fest. Now the college fest of Lucknow University, they are quite famous, but this was our department fest, and this year theme was, I remember it was fresh in my memory because this was my first experience of organizing a fest and also participating in it. So it was a women writers, the authors celebrating all of them and women power in journal, and we had this picture creative writing competition. And I was like, okay, I'm going to participate in that creative writing competition. And there was this picture. This is right in front of my eyes. And this picture was used as a prompt. Now what I am telling you in this picture, in this particular incident of mine, hold the secrets of fluency, of thinking, of creating content in English. Creative writing competition, that means that I have to create content. English honors, that mean in the English language. Now this picture was there in front of my eyes. I can still remember that particular picture, and the theme was women. Couldn't have written anything. I don't know if they would have just said the theme is women, you have to write something on that particular theme. What would I have written? I don't know. I could have been anything, but then there was this picture and we have to write whatever we are writing around the picture. You could create a short story, a poem, an essay, anything that you want. I choose to write a prose topic. a prose topic. Why? Where you are free to express your ideas, emotions, free flow of emotions without caring about the rhyming schemes, and this is very high form of, prose. I wrote about it. Particular thing led me to realize the fact that we need a prompt to generate ideas. So when you look at the picture, you are able to generate certain ideas. Whatever you are speaking, whatever content you are creating in a language, you are given a prompt through that particular picture. So it can help you shape your ideas. It can help you be more confident in whatever content in English to speak. That's why picture description is a really great way of practicing your speaking and becoming fluent. Now guys, let's begin with that. What you are supposed to do for 20 minutes. Now, for the first 5 minutes, you are supposed to do the warm up, okay? You have the picture, you can select any picture, you can go on Google and pick any picture of your choice. You can take your own phone's galleries picture and select some kind of your memory, old memory of yours, anything, it can work. And I would suggest that take up a picture which describe a particular situation, some kind of situation, okay, and this would help you to speak more. So that's why take it up. Now when you take this up, you are supposed to do warm up. What is warm up? That means free speaking, free flow of speaking. You just look at the picture and speak whatever comes to your mind. Do not have to take a pause, analyze and then speak. No, this is a picture, just speak, start speaking, speak on, and you should not be conscious of what you are speaking. This is a warm observation. So whatever is coming in your mind, whatever is coming from inside about the picture, just look at and just speak continuously. Speak, okay? Do not take any long pauses to analyze this. It must be some kind of free flow of ideas, because you are preparing your mind to speak in a very serious and focused manner. Later on, where we were going to continue the second technique, which is very important, okay? So this is a just warm up session. Do it for 5 minutes. 5 minutes for free speaking, speaking without any care. I call it raw form of speaking, where you are not too conscious about the words, about the phrases, about what you are speaking, your sentences, your sentence structure, this and that. It's just an idea, it's just preparation of your mind. So do that now. Now guys, now moving on to the next 5 minutes, what you are supposed to do. Next 5 minutes are going to be recording. We have to combine the second technique with the first one. So look at the picture once again, and this time you are supposed to be really focused. This is not free speaking, this is not warm up. Now this is the time to become really serious about it. So you have to look at the picture once again and you have to record your voice. Now why record your voice? Because what we want to speak, how we want to speak, we think that we are speaking in a certain way. It's really important to also know what we are really speaking when we are speaking something at that particular time. And it's really hard to pay attention to a lot of things. For example, the sound that we are producing, the way we are speaking, the words that we are using, the sentence structure, and so on. But a language, so the thing is that you are not able to judge yourself, right? You are not able to analyze the areas of improvement. So when you are speaking, that's why recording your voice is really crucial, because you have done the preparation this time and you will be able to speak better. You will be able to speak in much more fluent manner with good sentences, because your mind is already prepared because of the warm up. So these 5 minutes are for you to speak in a very focused manner and also pay attention to yourself. How you are speaking, pay attention. To what you are speaking, pay attention. The sounds that you are producing, because this is very important for the next 5 minutes, which are yet to come. And we have just covered the 10 minutes of these 20 minutes. So the remaining 10 minutes are very crucial, and they depend on the way you record your voice, whether you are paying attention to what you are speaking while recording your voice or not, because once you pay attention, you will be able to move forward to the next step. So the next 5 minutes, that is listen and compare. Now when you are done with those 5 minutes of recording, you have to listen to that. You have to listen to that particular recording, listen to it carefully and compare yourself. Compare and think about what you did. What did you feel when you were speaking and how you actually sound. So what you thought you were sounding and how you actually sounded. These are the gaps between it, right? There is a bridge. When we decrease the gap, we become more fluent. So the more we sound the way we want to sound, that means we are more fluent. Now how to do that? How to judge that? This particular powerful 20 minutes exercise is going to do that for your bridge. And your bridge, that gap, you have to listen and compare the sound that you were making, the creation of all the content in English. If you have thought, used really great words while speaking, you have to now listen and judge that how many words you used. Are you using the vocabulary or not? Are you repeating the words continuously? So these are the things that you have to pay attention. And to also you have to pay attention to the way you sound. How many pauses were there? When did you take the pause? How much pause was there? Also, you have to pay attention to the sentences, the structures, the fluency with how much flow did you think and that you were speaking, and what actually was the flow of the words. You have to compare 5 minutes of pure listening. Now you have listened to everything. We will move to the next step. And the last 5 minutes, which are absolutely crucial, that is to evaluate. Because if you do not evaluate, how will you improve those areas? So you are doing your speaking practice, you are targeting your vocabulary, you are targeting your fluency. Now is the time to, also evaluate the progress so that you can improve when you practice next time or when you take up a speaking technique next time. In order to do that, we have to evaluate. Now in this evaluation, you have to not just write down the weak points, but also you have to write down the good points, the points of improvement. When you evaluate, you have to write what did you compare, what you thought, okay, it was good or bad, it must be improved, how you were actually speaking, everything that was there in the listening, and compare the things. You have to write it down. Evaluate, judge yourself, and not too harshly, not in a negative way, okay, but both positive and negative must be listened. There is always two sides of the coins. There is always a positive side too and a negative too. So negative are the areas of which you have to improve, okay, and they would come in that positive way. So you have to improve in all the areas of improvement. They would come in that positive. Are the things that you think you really did great. Things were actually improved, that were improved if you compare them to the last time you did something, or maybe the way you were speaking 1 month before. So these are the things that you need to, pay attention towards. And if you do this continuously for 10 days, you are going to see a significant improvement in yourself. And remember, 10 days, 10 different pictures. I do not want any kind of repetition with your prompt. Any kind of repetition, the prompt, you would actually hinder your areas of using the vocabulary. You are going to use the same vocabulary. No, we need different prompt to use. More and more vocabulary. So do this. What are you waiting for, guys? This is the 20-minute powerful speaking technique that is going to take your fluency to the next level. And these 20 minutes not only target your fluency, but the way you use the words, how you sound while you speak, how much fluent you can become, a complete package. So this is for you. And that's it in today's lesson. And do not forget to like this video, guys. Guys, if you haven't watched my 30 Days of Spoken English series, so just go and watch. It is for beginners, for the intermediate levels. If you haven't watched, watch it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends too. So thanks for watching. Bye bye. Take care.